try to look at it. Look at my numbers. See that? I'm losing air pressure somewhere. Can't really tell, but every 8 seconds my secondary air tank loses 1 psi, and then 4 seconds later my primary tank loses 1 psi right below. So I don't need when I turn my engine off, I ain't hear any air leaks at all. I disconnect my airline, it's doing the same thing, but I brought this up to the guys before, in which right here I showed them I was losing air. Perfect timing. I was just about to cut it off. I showed him I was losing air, and I showed this to him before. Now this is right where my turbo is. I pointed that out to him, that I was dripping oil from my turbo, and they're saying chances are if you're losing oil, chances are it's bad. But I'm like, I don't know if that's tight enough or if it might be loose from all the winter time and stuff. But if it was leaking from around this area, that's really bad. But it's leaking from this valve, well, down here from this bolt. It's not coming from anywhere else from here, but it's only coming from there. So it drips down there, and it doesn't do it often, but it really does it. Like, it didn't do it today, but like I say, it really does it. I have them to check it out, and I wrote it on the paperwork that it's losing oil or something from right there, and it drips right down here. But when I took it to him, there wasn't no oil residue or anything. It was just a black stain, just like how you would see it dark right there. So now I'm trying to figure out now, why is my secondary tank losing 1 psi every 8 seconds, and then my primary tank would lose 1 psi 4 seconds after that. So stuff like that I noticed, because I constantly hear the governor, every time when it gets to about 112 or 109 psi, this would spray out that water or whatever substance and go psh, and make that sound. So I was curious, like, why does it keep doing that? Come to find out, I looked at my on my dash, and I've been counting it as I'm driving, and I'm losing air. So I pulled over and checked it, walked onto the trailer, it wasn't the trailer, listened at the tractor, it wasn't the tractor. I don't know, maybe it has a tiny air leak somewhere. So this load is actually going to Tennessee. So what I'm gonna do, and it's just dead and empty around here. I don't know where they find these places. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it to the Tennessee terminal where I purchased this truck from. So that place is about 491 miles away from me. 8 hours. I have 6 hours 19 minutes. This load isn't due until
you have 6 hours and 19
on the
minutes
30th.
of remaining drive time.
So I'm gonna drive 4 hours today, which will total my hours up to 9 hours of driving today. And then, what did I do? Apparently I kind of pushed this thing over too much. Let's see if I can get it back. Oh well. Well, that's weird. I'll figure it out. Oh, there we go. I got it. That's weird. But oh well. Alright, so I figured it out. All I did was just slide those arrow things over a little to kind of cut down on the space. But actually I need this to be over here more. There. So we're back to normal. But now you cut off my miles. Alright, so it's back to normal. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drive it to the terminal, and it says it's about 8 hours. So I'm gonna drive 4 hours today, and then the final 4 hours tomorrow. So that ought to total me up to 4 hours on my on-duty time. So that will be 9 hours and 12 minutes for my recaps. Now my total summary, I have 10 hours and 30 minutes. So me driving off 4 more hours would leave me with enough hours to drive tomorrow. Then on my recap, in 2 days, I should gain 7 hours and 17 minutes to take that load in on the 30th. So just in case, can I turn this around? No. So just in case, I don't know how bad that sunlight is on me or whatever. So just in case, if they got to keep it on Monday, I can call it in there by Sunday. Well, today is Sunday. Call it in there by Monday, in which everyone will be in the shop by Monday. And then if my truck got to stay overnight there, just from an air leak, which is gonna come out either out my perm or my maintenance account, which is no problem. I'd rather them get the job done. I'd rather them take it out the maintenance account anyway. Leave the perm. Take it out the perm. Leave it in the maintenance. Leave out my maintenance. So get that done. Let me put out a recruiting card. Yeah, I should have some here in my wallet. It's the very same anyway. So for those who want to join Crete, I know there is someone that contacted me for my driver code and truck number as well. So to join, let's do this. Here we go. My driver code, truck number, and phone number. Donit McCullough, driver code MCCD09, truck number 4054, primary contact number 229-393-2502. If you want to call Crete, Schaefer, Hunt that does flatbed. If you guys like the reefer, there it is, Schaefer. If you guys like Crete, here we go, drive-in. That's what I'm doing. So here's their contact number for you guys to call. So their primary contact number for Crete is 800-998-2221. And that's Crete. If you want to go to Schaefer in the middle, which is the blue one, 800-669-0322. And if you guys like flatbed, here we go. 888-228-9685. Like I say, you guys can use my driver code and referral number. To put me in the referral area so I get a referral bonus. Now that that's out the way, I haven't really done much videos because I'm kind of busy. Also handling my own personal business, and yeah, anytime I go to McDonald's, I get the McFlurry. So I tell them put the M&Ms in a separate cup and give me my ice cream. Excuse me, that was good right there. So not really much to say or do other than that what just happened. So taking this load to the Tennessee terminal, possibly I might call it because it's about 572 miles on there, and the terminal is about 491. So I'll see what goes on tomorrow. I'll just call in ahead of time and tell them I'll be there by tomorrow so they can check on it. I could drive my 6 hours, but then that's gonna take out of my 10 hours, which is gonna leave me with at least 4 hours and 30 minutes to drive tomorrow. 6, 7, 8, which put me to 2 hours, then drop. Nah, because I need my hours back for my recap to drive in case if I don't need to stay there overnight for a 34-hour reset by them looking over my truck. So if my truck needs to be repaired, chances are they're gonna have to either order that part and purchase it and put it on, and then do an air leak test to try to figure out what's up with that air leak. And like I say, I've been losing 1 psi every 8 seconds out my secondary, and then 4 seconds later I lose 1 psi out my primary. So now it's at 113. Come on, focus. Let me take my hand out the way, but focus. Focus. There we go. 113 and then 128 now. So my primary is really falling out. But anyway, I'm gonna cut this one short. Like I say, the best thing too to do when you're coming over, when you call them, we also went up 1 penny from, I believe, from 45 cents to 46 cents. I believe Schaefer is now at, I think it was Crete was at 42 to 46 cents with less than 4 to 6 months of experience. And if you have 1 year experience, you're qualified for that that 45 and up pay rate. Schaefer, you guys like the reefer unit. They get paid a little more, like they say, but the thing is that you sit in a dock, as you would see me doing, but I rarely sit in a dock. I believe they start theirs at either 44, 45, or maybe 46 up to 49 cents. And then after, if you have 1 year experience, you go up that 1 more extra penny on top of it. So chances are, like, a guy is joining sometime soon. He kind of waited it out until that 1 penny every year add on. So he'll be joining Schaefer. I'm not sure if it's up or down. So he'll be joining the Schaefer, and he's qualified for that 50 cents a mile. So he's joining reefer, and he's getting paid at 50 cents a mile. So can you imagine him doing 35, or no, let me see. If he's gonna do 35 miles a week, 3,000 miles a week multiplied by 0.50 cent, he's making $17.50. So he's making $17.50 each week. If you're doing Schaefer and you do 3,500 miles a week multiplied by 0.46, because they went up that penny, you're basically making $16.10. Probably after take home, you'll probably be walking away with $1,300 regardless. Now for me as an owner Rob, this load is already paying me, that's going 572. It's already paying me 656 miles plus my deadhead, which was 48, which is $41.28. Total this load is paying me $693 and change. So it all adds up. I mean, roughly, I'll walk away with from 1,300 to 2,200 each week, all depending on the weather condition or the loads in which I'm never sitting. So chances are I'm over at least 1,900 or 1,700 I'm grossing a week, all depending, like I say, on where I get sent, my load offerings, what's out there that's available. Chances are the live unloads, and the live unloads is what really bites my hours, in which I hate sitting. I make my money moving and not sitting, but I can't complain. I'm making my money. I'm investing in other stuff, in which I'll make a video of that as well, about the healthcare program that I have running. I'm still doing another house and a facility at the same time. So the facility is $2,500 a month, and the house is going to be $1,500 a month. So all that is going to flip. I have workers and patients on standby, just waiting for everything to finish, and then everything will be good to go. But let's cut it short. Done with that. Done recruiting. I'm gonna constantly just try to put out as much video as I can, but I'm gonna cut it right here. Peace out, guys. Drive safe.